Okay. Okay, so now this is one down. Okay. Can you get up so I can get out that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay. Oh, and I had to fix what?
Announcements.
Announcements. Oh, I did that. Oh, I bet I just saved it in Photoshop and as a Photoshop file and didn't save as
PNG.
yeah, PNG.
Yeah, I do that kind of thing sometimes.
That. Oh, I'm running late.
That's okay.
You want to check it and check it and check it and I don't know what check it is.
Libby says good morning.
Good morning, Libby. I saw him late getting started. I'm scared. These compression socks are hard to get on.
Is your GoPro recording already?
No, because the setting at 4K and 60 frames per second is, it can do it, but it's intensive, so it will get the battery, it will get it hot. That's not the main thing. The main thing is that it will run out of battery power and disk space faster, and plus I just wanted the 4K for the sprint, not everything.
You're doing good.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Guest boot camp running.
Alright, it's 11.
What?
It's 11.
Oh, okay, go to 6. Good morning. Oh, did I already say good morning? Okay, now stop. Okay, so how's the screen look at 6%?
It looks good.
It looks good.
See it.
Okay, and it's straight and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So restart and put it down to 2. Okay, stop. Okay. And I'll get stop cord a little close, a little tighter, tauter. Okay, I'll do my first, since it's 11 o'clock, I'll try my first sprint, and then I can talk while I rest a minute before I try next. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
You want me to turn on the GoPro?
Oh yeah. So push the button in on the side. Hold it. It beeps. Yeah. Okay. Then there's a button on the top to actually make it start recording. You'll have to. Yeah, I can come do it. Oh, okay. You got it. Okay. I see a flashing red light. Okay. Okay. So what? Okay. So I'm going to attempt to sprint 28 kilometers per hour, which is equal to 17.4 miles per hour. So my treadmill can show kilometers, but it's set up to show miles per hour. So it's going to show 17.4 miles per hour, but if you do a conversion, that equals 28.003 kilometers per hour. So just a smidgen over 28. So I haven't done any exercising since last Sunday, and I'll explain why after I try this. Am I ready? Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks, Kelly.
17.4.
Okay, and 2%. Okay. 5 miles per hour. Oh, that feels pretty good. 8 miles per hour. That doesn't feel as good. Okay. Okay. I'm not psyched up good for this, but it's time. And if it was a track meet, you don't get to decide when the gun goes off. So 16. That was not very good.
Didn't look good. That muscle.
Yeah, piriformis muscles. I'll try again. I'll try again. I'm not gonna do any more attempts anymore to exercise today. But I explain for anybody who wants to keep watching without me sprinting, just me explaining. For one thing, I may have given them the wrong impression in the past at some point that the person helping me each morning is my wife Carla. Carla is upstairs watching, and this is my daughter Promise, one of my daughters, and she does very well at being able to tell me if I got my minimum of 3 steps without drifting backwards. But I looked at, and we thought that last week I did not make the 6% incline at 17.3. And looking at it, playing it back in slow motion, my first attempt and some of the other sprints I did, I would start drifting back, which means instead of 17.3, maybe I was 17.1 miles per hour with my feet. But I pulled myself forward, which is not actually running that fast when I'm pulling myself forward. But then after pulling myself forward, I tried to sprint again. And I'm pretty sure, in looking at slow motion, I did get my minimum of 3 steps to meet my standard at 6%. But last week I did total of 12 sprints, and that was too much. I overdid it. I have a strong tendency to overdo things like that. And then usually I take a day or two of no exercise after Saturday sprints. But last week, according to my spreadsheet, I worked out on Sunday, and the way I remember it is I was very tired and very sore, but I wanted to try to add to a very rigorous Saturday workout to try to help build muscles. I wanted to build on top of that instead of rest. So I did it even though I didn't feel like it. And I overdid that one too. Looking at my spreadsheet for all the exercise I did, I overdid that too. And ever since then, I've had some serious pains in my butt. And looking online, I found some articles that describe how I feel exactly, and it appears, according to that, it appears to be I strained my piriformis muscles. P-I-R-I, piriformis, F-O-R-M-I-S. I never even heard of those muscles before, but they're deep inside, they're pretty short, and they've been hurting ever since. And so I haven't done any exercise since last Sunday trying to rest those piriformis muscles. And for many decades in my life, part of my health was going downhill with peripheral neuropathy, losing feeling in my extremities, and like in my along this edge of my hands, the main symptom was numbness, but my feet was different. The main sensation there was like standing on something hot. And over a couple of decades, it got to where, like, if I was awake, it felt like I was standing on hot concrete. It was really, really bad. And I went to lots of doctors over those 20 years, different kinds of doctors, different places, a pain clinic. Pain clinic discovered by Emory Hospital doctors, they discovered I had some scar tissue in my lower back impinging on a nerve, And I said, I've never been injured there, but they said sometimes, they didn't call it scar tissue. Whatever they called it, I didn't know the word, and they said it's like scar tissue, or it's the same as scar tissue. They said it can just form somewhere, we don't know why. So I had that may alter signals coming from below there. But so they lots of doctors tried to figure out why I was having peripheral neuropathy, because they ruled out the number one cause of diabetes. I've never had diabetes. Well, a distant second cause of peripheral neuropathy is hypothyroidism. And I'm sure they checked my thyroid measures from the blood many times and said, well, that's not the problem, or concluded that wasn't the problem. But in Fairfax, Virginia, we had we started when we moved there, we got a new family physician who became like Dr. House to me, the TV show Dr. House. She didn't understand why my health was like it was, and Dr. Drew took it as a personal mystery. She wanted to figure out what was going on. So she did research, and one thing the big thing that she discovered was that there was research from endocrinologists where a majority, so there's a reference range for those thyroid blood numbers, and your number is supposed to be inside the range, and apparently mine was always inside the range. What Dr. Drew discovered was that a majority of endocrinologists thought that reference range should be narrowed, and based on what that narrow range was, I was outside of that. And she said there had been doctors who had tried giving small doses of thyroid hormone replacement pills to people like that. So she started me on that. And after 20 years of peripheral neuropathy getting worse and worse, when she started me on that thyroid hormone replacement, it stabilized and started getting better. And that, I think it probably saved my life, because my life was horrible there for a while with the constant severe burning. But during those years when it was bad, pain medicine didn't help often, so I did as much as I could to train my mind to focus on things and ignore everything else, including body pain. And so I think that's probably one reason why sometimes I might overdo exercise, is because I'm focused mentally on the exercise, and I'm ignoring things that maybe my body is saying, hey, there's a pain down here, and I'm just oblivious to it. And so by the time I decide, okay, that's enough exercise, I'll say, wow, something's wrong. But but I did the 3 steps today at 2%. I could have put it down to 1.5, but that was the minimum. But
So you got your minimum.
yeah, I got my minimum.
You want to talk about Runner's World?
Oh, runners! Yeah. Runners. So announcements thing. Runner's World published an article about me this past week, and it's amazing writing and amazing photography, and I think the writer, Stephen Miller, I think he should have a phenomenal career in any kind of writing he wants to do. He turned it into a very entertaining story while including lots of facts. That's pretty amazing. And the photography, all of me on my skill run, and I can't remember enough to. His name is Ryan. It's either Donald or O'Donnell. It's Donald? Okay. He did a great job.
And you ran 28 kilometers today.
28 kilometers per hour. Yeah, not 28 kilometers. Ow. Oh, okay. I'm going to go rest. Is there anything else I need to talk about?
That's it.
Okay, I'm sorry for not trying to sprint higher today, but maybe I'll make up for it next week. And thanks. I wrote it down somewhere. Thanks for watching, and keep walking, running, or sprinting.
And Libby said it was fantastic. Great job.
Thanks, Libby. Bye. You sure that's all I need to do?